Hi, I'm Scott Hall with Moroso Performance, and today's instructional video is going to feature Moroso Permaline valve cover gaskets in the proper torquing sequence that will allow these gaskets to give you years of proper use. So when you're ready to install your Permaline valve cover gaskets, go to Moroso.com, go to the Instructions tab, and find the part number that you just ordered. By downloading and printing these out, you can take a look at not only what we're going to go over today in the torquing sequence, but you're going to find the valve cover gasket you have, and we actually give you numerical layout of the torquing sequence so it's properly distributed when you're tightening it down. So today we're going to use a big block Chevy cylinder head and a Moroso 93040 valve cover gasket. Now, to install this properly, we're going to make sure the gasket is clean and dry, and so is the cylinder head. So we're going to wipe down the surface, make sure it's clean of any type of oil, any type of fuel residue, or anything that may be on it. We're going to put it on, keep these valve cover gaskets dry. That's how they work best, that's how they seal the best. Now we're going to take the valve cover, install that on. Now what's nice about these gaskets, they have a steel inner core. So when you lay it on there, it's not trying to flop on you or move away from the studs or anything. So once you set it on, you can maybe get a stud or two to locate it. It'll stay in the same spot. And just verify that the valve cover gasket itself is onto the cylinder head and covering all the surfaces. There's no gaps or anything. Cylinder heads can vary a little bit on the rail design, so make sure you got the right one before we go any further. We're going to begin the installation process by putting the nuts on these studs. Now what we're using for this demonstration is a bullet nose stud and a 12-point nut. Obviously every application is going to vary whether kind of fastener you're going to use, what type of nut or stud or bolt you're going to use. And we prefer to use these because they fit inside these valve cover pockets real nicely. We're going to start every one of these nuts by hand. And then I'm just going to take the socket, and I'm just going to run it down finger tight, following the sequence that we showed you at the beginning of the video. This just ensures the beginning of the nice even sequence and torque, way we're going to torque this thing down so it's correct. So every one of these now has been tightened by hand. So we're going to begin by taking our torque wrench, and I got a nice inch-pound torque wrench with a dial for this demonstration video. I'm going to set my telltale to 0, and I'm going to start at number 1. And we're going to go to 50 inch-pounds. And again, we're going to follow the sequence that's shown on the instructions. Okay, now that we've got it to 50 inch-pounds, now we're going to go to 120 inch-pounds. Again, following the sequence, we're going to start from the middle, we're going to go right up to 120 inch-pounds. Now this is 10 foot-pounds of torque. Typically a foot-pound torque wrench is not going to give you an accurate reading, so that's why we recommend, if you can, use an inch-pound torque wrench to do this. Now we finished the last fastener at 120 inch-pounds, but we're not done yet. Now that everything's at 120, we're going to let this thing sit for a second, and we're going to go back and double check. And the reason is, as this gasket is compressing, it will change just a little bit, so we're going to go back and just double check and make sure everything is done right following the sequence. And I can still feel a little bit of compression on this as we go. And now that we go to the last fastener, we know that we've gone back through, and again, we're at 120 inch-pounds. Well, that's it. That's the proper way to install a valve cover on a Moroso Permaline valve cover gasket. That may seem long and tedious, and you just want to knock it on with your electric screw gun, but you know, by doing this right, you're going to ensure many, many years of good performance from this valve cover gasket. For those of you that are taking the valve cover off a week in the lash valves, it may seem like a lot of work, but here's the reason why it's so important to do this right. A valve cover gasket actually has performance based around it. How that valve cover gasket works and seals up has a lot to do with how good your crankcase vacuum stays and maintains and builds up. Now, we're all trying to shoot for really good vacuum numbers. We build a large line of vacuum-related products, and that number on your data acquisition system makes a big difference. Well, if that gasket starts going away prematurely, that number is going to start dropping off, and you're going to be chasing things inadvertently. And obviously, on boosted cars, we certainly want to keep that pressure and oil from coming out this gasket. Got any questions? Comment below or go to Moroso.com.